Welcome to another episode of The Last Bachelor. Your host, Elvin Matos, a co-host, Yessy, with a female perspective. Because we're just here to heal and unlearn some things. We have this misconception that we have to stay in a toxic situationship all because of the amount of time spent with our significant other. And that's not accurate. You shouldn't feel trapped in a situation or feel bad for the other person because your feelings for them are suddenly starting to fade. It's life. It happens. I believe that when you lose valuable time or energy trying to make it work over and over with the wrong person, this is also reality. You can make the mistake of trying to make it work with the same person over and over again, and that person ended up being the wrong person. Because the right person, you don't need to keep making it work. It shouldn't feel like work. You shouldn't feel trapped like that. Time, you will never get that back. It shouldn't matter if it's 2 months or 20 years. If the moment arrives or comes where it no longer feels like it's your cup of tea or what you signed up for or what you consider love to be for you, it's really up to you to make an exit. I personally choose to be quick about things. I remembered red flags and triggers I needed to avoid. So when and if I'm dating someone and I see them, I know to react fast and react accordingly to that type of toxicity. Know your red flags, stick to those red flags, because honestly, actions still do speak louder than words, and that's the only way you can move. And if they're not doing what you want, what you signed up for, like I said, I don't care if it's 2 months or 20 years. Get up, get out of there. Life goes on, and there might be something better for you in the long run. So, on my point of view, that's what I got. I'm going to pass over the mic to Senya.
Preach. You mentioned red flags, and it's very important. Like, the best way to really get your red flags is by what are your standards. You know, you mentioned this on your first episode. You have to have your standards so that you know what it is that you want, what it is that you're looking for. Time, loyalty should not be based on time. It should be based on whether that person is making you happy. You guys should be spending time building each other up, not having to constantly, as you said, trying to make it work, put in all this energy into something that's not working over, what makes you happy.
Definitely. Never put yourself second place and never compromise your peace. Never compromise your happiness. Because if they're not, why should you? You gotta find out where the red flags are coming from and how to determine the red flags. And the only best way to do that is knowing where as soon as it happens, you're telling yourself, hold up, I don't deserve this. When you start questioning yourself, that's your worth telling you what you're worth. Listen to that. Listen to that voice. Because you really don't deserve it. Anybody that wants to be with you is going to show you he's going to be with you, and he's going to go above and beyond to keep trying to prove to you this is what he wants. Sometimes that revelation comes out within 5 years. It come out 10 years, 15 years. But when it does, know that they just showed who they really are, and it's time for you to make some decisions.
As they say, saying goes, believe them when they show you who they are the first time.
That is the truth. And for y'all, for a few of us, we all really know what red flags look like, even if we try to ignore them to look for the good in people. And honestly speaking, that's a big mistake. I have a quote for this one as well, and it's caught my eye as well, like they all do. Time is the most valuable gift you can give anyone, because it's the only thing you can get back. Think about that one. Have a good night.